Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? Yes, I have not been on doing any videos in a while. Life has been lifing. I'm glad to be able to come on and maybe start getting into the routine of putting more videos, because life has been lifing so much. I actually been writing down some topics that I would like to discuss. But this topic here is called Rejuvenate. Yes, rejuvenate. With lifing, no, when you're going through your ups and your downs and whatever you're going through life that you're trying to fight through, it doesn't help when you're going through your life up and downs. You're fighting. You don't know which way to turn, which way to do, and feel like you're just sinking and you're going down in the ground. And you're trying to find ways to pull yourself up. You're trying to grab this handle, but you're slipping back down. You're trying to grab that handle, but you're slipping back down. Then maybe it's time to reevaluate yourself. And as you're slipping back down and you're going into the dirt, there's people around you just pressing you down. Or you're allowing, we're not going to say they're doing, we're going to say you're allowing them to press you down. And because they don't care, because it's about themselves. So during my time period of going through my ups and downs and life been life in these months, I really couldn't understand, like, what is going on. I started questioning, like, I'm trying to put up a fight, but I feel like I'm losing the fight. So what I had to do is sit back and think, because mainly my downtime and my meditation time and think about my life is actually when I'm laying in bed. That's why I'm going to sleep later than I should be, because my mind is always turning and spinning and trying to figure out what to do next, or just trying to analyze what had just happened, or the things that I'm going through and why am I going through it, and what can I do to change it. So that's when I have realized I need to rejuvenate. I need to evaluate myself, evaluate what's around me, and definitely evaluate who's around me. I always said, and I had to learn this here recently, if someone is not around you to motivate you, encourage you, if they can't walk with you or in front of you, then they don't need to be around you. You can love someone to the moon and back, but their goals aren't your goals. They got drama, they got foolishness, and only thing they're worrying about is how they feel about you if they don't like you. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it real. I don't care if they like me or not. We are two different people, and our paths and goals are different. The more that person is thinking about how they feel about me and what they think that I have done to them, then okay. That's the energy you could be spending how to get your life back on track. I don't care, because I have too many irons in the fire. I have too many things going on, trying to stay afloat. And I'm dealing with my own depression. I'm dealing with my own anxieties. I'm trying to figure out how I need to maintain that every day. Life is not going to be perfect, but you have to find out how to get through it. So I had to take some time to rejuvenate. I had to take some time to just cleanse, rejuvenate me, rejuvenate myself, my surround. I had to take that time. I had to do what was best for me, that I can stay focused. I had to do what's best for me, whether it hurt somebody else or not, and get away from certain people. Because at this point in my life and at this age in my life, I'm not younger like I used to be. Drama has never been a part of my life. I don't complain about anything. And I will be upset about something for a minute. I may vent. I may talk about it. And then I'll get away from it. And I start thinking about, okay, you vented. There's your vented. You got that out of your system. You talk to whoever. Now get back focused. Get back in line again. Everybody is not your friend. Everybody don't want to see you win. When you down, if people just want to try to think that they're going to keep you down, but you have to realize that you control your own self. You control what you allow people to do to you, and you control some circumstances are out of our control, but you control how you handle it. Now, if it's a bad situation and you decide you want to pick the jail route, which is not in my category, then that's on you. If you choose to ignore, have the faith and pray, and especially if it's really nonsense, then that's a better route. But how you choose to handle it is all on you. People can say what they want to say about me. People can do what they want to do to me, but I don't care, because I look at it as they're unhappy and they misery loves company. So no, I've had enough, and I'm being unhappy and I'm trying to stay happy. So what I had to do is called rejuvenation, reevaluation, and rejuvenation. And on top of that, I had to do some house cleaning. We're going to start with house cleaning. House cleaning is if you have someone in your surroundings that you call your friend or so-called friend, or you think that they're your friend, and you realize some things that they're doing are not your friend, or something that they're doing is just out of your league, it's called cut. Treat them with long handled spoons. If it's that bad and you need to just get away from them, totally do that. But if it's to the point where as though I'll talk to you and I talk to you and I see you when I see you, because what you're not going to do is do things or say things that's going to distract my focus. So I have to take the liberty, because I love everybody. And I was always a person I always wanted people to love me. I wanted always people to treat me well, but I had to realize the reality to this is that everybody is just not like me. Because a lot of times when I dish out, I'm not going to get it back, and that's fine. Because people are not like me. So the house cleaning came, and I am talking, these situations are about myself. And I'm not afraid to talk about myself. House cleaning came because I had to take time and the liberty to evaluate who was in my circle. Now, my issue is I don't care if you talk about me, but what you're not going to do, you're not going to talk about me in my circle, close to me. You can talk about me outside of my circle. I got people on one hand that I can say are my true friends, and most of those friends I barely talk to. And just because you're around me, that don't mean you're my best friend. So when it gets to the point where you're trying to reprogram my focus, you got to go. It's no love lost. You got to go. So now that you got to go, because I don't no longer want drama, I no longer want to hear about anything negative, then you got to go. I still love you, but I love you from a distance. And I ain't got no problem. I'm cutting you off quick. Doosh. Slice and dice. And that's what it's called. I don't care. Because I realized if I had to cut you like that, then you wasn't my real friend in the first place. And you not for me, you should be uplifting me and try to keep my focus instead of all this extra drama of how you feeling and what you got going on and what you think I did and all this stuff. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I will, if I did something wrong, I'll let you know I'm wrong. But I will fight for what's right. And just because I apologize, that don't mean I still want you in my circle. Because a lot of times people in your circle trying to figure out what you got going on so they can go back and tell other people. You can do that. I don't care, because if you're talking about me, then guess what? I'm important. That's good for me, actually. Because I ain't talking about nobody else. At the end of the day, only thing I'm trying to find focus and keep focus on is how I'm going to get through each day with everything that I have going on in my life. And I'm not saying everything going on in my life is negative. It could be positive. 90% of it is positive. Maybe all of it is positive, but then there's going to be some obstacles and hills to climb to keep it positive. So that's called house cleaning. If your job ain't working out, find another job. If you can, because some people done got years into it, and we about to get a pension, or we about to get our retirement. That is fine. Don't stick. If you can stick in there. But what you do is find out a way you can get through your job every day. Find out a way you can totally work and stay focused and have that tunnel vision and stay focused and try to block out all the negativity and go in, do your 7.5, 7, 8, 3, 4, whatever hours you do, get in and get out. And only thing you say, which I say to myself every day, is, I gotta pay my rent. They can go ahead, whatever, I gotta pay my rent. I got bills to pay. Because if I don't stay here until I can find another job, and then I won't be able to pay my rent, I won't be able to eat, I won't be able to pay the bills, and I won't be able to live. I won't be able to put gas in my car. I just won't be able to live. So you have to clean house and straighten up. They call clean house and straighten up your house. We all sit up there and we complain. This ain't going right. That ain't going right. Oh, she did this. She did that. She's doing that. Okay. You cannot change people. You can change yourself. So figure out how you want to change yourself so that you can go forward and keep moving forward. If you realize my money, I'm taking trips, a lot of trips, and my rent ain't getting paid or my car note ain't getting paid, you know what you got to do. You got to take care of what's important first, and then go on your trip, or then and do whatever else you have for leisure time. My leisure time is very cheap because my money go to bills, and whatever I got left over, then it goes to that. Maybe one day I get to the point where I can really just take a real vacation, but I'm not worried about that because I have to live every day, and I'm working myself up to that point where I would be able to do that. Because that's not important. But you have to reevaluate your life. The next thing is rejuvenate. Let's talk about rejuvenation. And a lot of us need to get in the habit of doing it. And everything that I'm telling y'all is from experience. And I want to be that testimony to give back to someone, because what I'm talking about is from experience. Rejuvenate. If I'm sad every day or I feel down and I did my house cleaning, getting rid of people, getting rid of things that doesn't mean me no good, I had to rejuvenate. Now let's go back a little bit. With the house cleaning came, before the house cleaning is called reevaluate. Reevaluate, house clean, and then rejuvenate. So these things you have to put in line. Reevaluate your situation, what's going on. You have to look around. Take time. I know we all busy. A lot of us are busy, so we got to keep moving. We got to keep, but we don't take the time to reevaluate our life. One thing you can't be afraid to is change. You gotta have faith that it's gonna work out, because the change that you're gonna make, it will be the change for your better. Reevaluate. Let's reevaluate. What is going on here? It's too many downs and not enough ups. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna look at myself. What are you doing wrong? What are you doing wrong? Or what do you need to change? And I beat myself up all the time. I'll fuss myself out in a minute, and I'll be like, hold up, wait a minute, Daz, now look at here. Which you're not going to do. And I talk to myself, I mean, look, I had to do that sometimes. But it just be me and myself and the Lord. And he hears me. And I have to say, and I have to lay in my bed, and I'll be like, and I'm thinking like, Daz, you have to reevaluate. Look at what's going on around you. Look what you're doing, because I have a great big heart. And that's another thing. I have a big heart, and people tend to take advantage of that. I can't change how God made me, but I can change how I do things and who I do it for. Reevaluate. Instead of you allowing people to hurt your feelings, stop hurting your own feelings. Stop hurting your own feelings. Because that's what we do. We hurt our own feelings. If you know you dealing with someone that's very selfish and it's all about them, but you making it more about them than you making it about yourself, reevaluate. Let's go into, and then we're going to go into the house cleaner. The house cleaner is fall back. I can't tell you not to give, but don't give so much, or don't give at all. That don't mean you're not friends with them because you don't give, or you're giving so much of you to someone else and you're not giving it, and it's not for yourself. You're not giving enough back to yourself. Reevaluate. Go into the house cleaning. House clean. When I say clean your house up, clean, and don't ever be afraid to be alone. If my phone ringing, I know who's calling me. I don't talk on the phone like I used to. When I'm home, come home and do my daily work and everything I got to do, I come home. When I get home, maybe late at night, I may make me some dinner. I may order out. I don't know. Or just grab something quick. But I lay on that bed and I start to thinking. Because I need to find out how I'm not going to be depressed. I got to figure out how I'm not going to be sad or hurt. And it kind of took me till I got up this age to really realize that. Because when I was younger, I couldn't figure out anything. I was just in my depression. I was just not feeling loved. I was just wanting everybody to love me because I wasn't feeling loved as a kid. And I went through a bad depression as a child, as a kid. But of course, when you're younger, you don't understand that once your mind grows, as you grow, your mind grows and it matures, and your mind, you start to realize a lot of stuff. And especially, it may take you to get into my age and your 50s, and I'm 56. I don't care to tell that. I'm proud about it. I'm 56. And it may take you to get in your 50s or maybe 60s. I don't know. Before you start to realize and you start to get it. And your life will start to change. Who I was in my teenage years, I definitely aren't that anymore. I'm not. I had to live through some things to learn some things. And that's all I wanted to say. I had to do some things to learn some things. Because my mom, she was the greatest, but she wasn't as motivated and talkative as I am. And she just going through her own depression. So a lot of stuff I had to learn on my own. I mean, she taught you the basics and she loved you and all that. She taught you the basics, but that's all you got was the basics back there in those days. She going through her own stuff. She's not going to take the time and tell you about the birds, the bees, and sit down and tell you about life. And nah, she was just going through her own stuff. So therefore, I had to learn things on my own, and I had to go through some trials to learn it. And believe it or not, they make testimonies. I love a testimony for myself because that's more me to me adding so way I can give back to you guys. I love testimonies So we're going to get back to the house cleaning. Clean it up. That's just like in your house, in your apartment. And I live by myself. Lord knows I live by myself. And I know sometimes I be in and out the door. And I come back in my room and be like, ooh, you need to do some house cleaning. You got clothes over here, clothes over there. Ooh, it's the same thing. Because you can realize when you're around all that clutter, you're distracted. You be like, oh my goodness. You can't focus. Where is the pants? Where is my shoes? Where is... things are out of order. That's why you have to get your life in order, because things are out of order. There's a good one. Out of order. You got to get your life in order. You got to get that room in order. That's clean that room up. I spend a lot of time in my bedroom, so my living room I don't have to worry about too much unless the grandkids come over or something like that. But other than that, I just worry about my room because that's the only place I'm really in. I don't really spend too much time in the living room because I'm always gone all the time. When I get in, I just want to lay down. In the kitchen, that stays clean. But it's just that, get it in order. Because when you see stuff out of order, you're uncomfortable. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you agree. I hope you do. So that's the same with your life. Get it in order. Do some house cleaning. House cleaning. Do the house cleaning. And if you do that house cleaning, you'll start to feel so much better. This last year, maybe 2 years, I was cutting a lot of people out of my life. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that and then so don't forget, when you start the cutting, people going to stop liking you. Because they feel as though they need to be in your life. And someone told me before, and I don't know, I'm just going by what people tell me. They was like, you have a personality that people love to be around. It's so soothing. You're always, you always give back, and you always care about everybody. And I was like, wow, because a lot of times we don't see that. It's something natural that I do that God made me. So it's just natural for me just to give my shirt off my back or say a kind word or make somebody happy. And they'll say, we'll never know that you're going through anything because you don't complain. No, I don't. Reason why I don't complain, because I don't know, somebody out there might need my help. I ain't complaining about this because it is what it is. I have to figure out how I'm going to fix it. Me complaining about it is taking away the time I need to be fixing it. Now, there's a difference between venting and complaining. Don't get these two things mixed up. When somebody that made you mad and you went and called your sister, I call my sister a lot when I need to vent. I call my sister or my daughter, but my older daughter. But most of the time, me and my sister, we can relate on a lot of things. And I'm just going in, and I'm just saying, such and such did this, or this happened to me, and and I may get a few choice words I shouldn't be saying, but I'm going in. It's because that's where my mental is at the top, because I'm up here, and I need to try to bring it down here. And by me bringing it down here is talking. Just like doing these videos is therapy for me. So I'm trying to bring it down here. So what I'm doing is I'm getting it out to the person that I know is going to listen to me. That's going to say, oh, wow. Tanya, my sister, I did say her name, but she probably wouldn't care. But my sister is that one where we just talk for hours. And she done vented, I done vented. Woo, and we laughing at the end. But you need that one person that you can vent to. And they're not going to judge. You can't talk to everybody because you don't want anybody judging you or telling you what you should do or telling you what you should not do. You have to find that one person. Vent. That's called venting. Okay? You have to vent, because if you don't vent, you're going to blow a stack, and I hope you don't do something that you're not supposed to be doing because someone said something bad to you that you didn't like or did something to you. Now you want to retaliate. Nah. Let's start with the venting first. Because once you vent and get all that out, and you find that one person would just let you talk for 2 hours, and you could maybe saying the same thing over and over again, but you're getting it out. By the time you finish, you down, you be like, oh, I ain't gonna hurt nobody, or I'm not gonna do nothing crazy. Once again, jail is not ever on my list. Cops and the police ain't ever on my list unless they pulling me over for a traffic stop. And I barely had them in my life. So maybe once or twice, but that's it. And I'm nervous then, and I'm shaking. And my anxiety is going, I don't deal with no cops. I don't deal with the law. I don't even like going to course. I don't like doing none of that stuff. I'm scared to steal a candy bar. That's just not who I am. And I can't be sitting in nobody's jail. And the way my ADHD is set up, I can't be sitting in nobody's jail and nobody tell me what to do, how to go to the bathroom. I don't like nobody telling me what to do now. But shucks. I don't know. And not only that, I just don't like doing that. That's not who I am. So once again, once you get down here, your whole mental has changed to something different. And you'll realize, let it go. Let it go. Those people have bad luck at the end. You won't. I just know how to choose better when I'm cleaning house. We're going back to cleaning house again. When I'm cleaning house, I'm going back to that. Because now you're in the cleaning list. You the stuff that the person that that I have to remove on my list now. It's called cleaning house. So, because I don't want you to allow that incident to repeat itself. So that means it's your fault if you kept them around you and it happened again. Because a lot of times I am the one to give people benefit of the doubt, but I realized I had to stop giving people benefit of the doubt. Or they did something, okay, apologize. They apologize and I bring them back. Then they do it again. And then 3 strikes, you know they say 3 strikes you're out. After that, it's like, no. Because people aren't going to change. And you're going to be frustrated again. So what's the sense of sitting up here talking about it? Because you keep allowing them back in your circle. So we clean your house. Clean your house. Now we're going to go to rejuvenation. Once we reevaluate it, we clean house. And now we're going to go to rejuvenation. Now that you're starting to feel better because you cleaned up your house, your mental's starting to get a little bit stable. You're not afraid of being alone and putting these people out. Because I'm not a person to like to feel important. I make myself feel important. Me being around somebody does not make me feel important. Me being in a club or a whatever, or that doesn't make me feel important. That's why I don't join a lot of clubs. And I don't join anything really because, one, I don't have the time. But I don't join things because I don't need someone to help me feel important. I make myself feel important. If I want to take myself out to dinner, I'll do it. I don't wait for people to do stuff like that. If I want to go to a movie or go to the shore or whatever I want to do on my own, I do it. People see me and they see my Facebook page and they be like, ooh, you're always traveling. You're always doing something. Yeah, I got that right. Because I love to travel. And they don't be no big traveling. They be little short stuff. But weekend stuff. That's all I need. A few days. To going back to part of rejuvenating. I rejuvenate. I know I feel a lot better than I did when I had all these people in my circle. I don't want to go back to that icky feeling. And if it takes me to do this, because you got to realize, God will keep blessing you. But when you pushing the negative out, God will put the positive in there. Because people don't understand and appreciate the person that they have in their that's around them. If I consider myself a good person and the person maybe treating me otherwise or badly or doing something negative to me, then they not understanding who I am. And I always say, if you don't like me, then you don't know me. Because I will give the shirt off my back. And I will make sure you get a job. Or if you fit for this, whatever. And not looking for no money. And I have my own entertainment business where I have entertainers under my umbrella or DJs or whoever that I can put out there. I don't look for money. I don't look for money. I look to see them being successful. Because I know my blessings will come back to me. You know, I mean, some things I do get paid for. But that's not always my first goal, is the money, is to make sure somebody else is doing better than I am and successful. So the rejuvenation comes in is just being able to breathe again. After I went through the first step and the second step, and I'm at the rejuvenation. That's where that comes from. The rejuvenation comes from if I just want to lay on my bed and eat some bad food, which I shouldn't be eating, because actually I just came from the gym. I'm back into the gym thing, walking. Or just saying, oh, I want to take a drive. Or I don't wait for people to go with me. I roll by myself. I go by myself. If people don't want to come, okay, fine, see, it doesn't stop my goal, because I need to be out. I can't lay in the bed all day. Sometimes I have to make myself stay in this bed just to relax in my body, to rejuvenate my body. So I be like, don't get out of the bed, even though it feels a little weird. But it's just like, okay, just lay there. Look at some YouTube videos or a movie or something and just lay there. And that happened last Sunday. I had to just lay there. Don't think about nothing. Don't think about do anything. Just lay there. That's a part of rejuvenation. I started going back to the gym like I used to. That's another part of my rejuvenation. Because I lost, maybe some years back, I lost about 30-something pounds. And after I cleaned house, because when my house, as they say, when your house is all in disarray, that's what makes you depressed. And that's what I was going through. I was going through a bad depression because my house was in it. When I cleaned house and moved people out of my house, I started feeling good. So one way to deal with depression and anxiety is to exercise. And it will help you to bring all this down, and the chemicals in your brain are trying to get back on track and all kinds of stuff. So what I did was, a few years back, I just said, let me go to the track. Because I like walking the track because the air you're breathing in is good air. It was warm, so the sun, you need the vitamin D. And I said, I just want to walk just for my stress level. It wasn't about losing weight, and Lord knows I needed to lose some weight. But I only did it for stress. My goal was for stress. And then as I walked every day, and every day I put another mile on every day, another lap. I added another lap. I was up to 12 to 14 laps a day. And before I know it, I had lost all this weight. Before I know it, I started feeling mentally better. I even had to go buy more clothes. I hadn't lost so much weight. So that was part of rejuvenating. As I cleaned the house, I reevaluated, cleaned the house, and went back to the rejuvenation. And I'll probably keep saying that so that you guys can see the pattern. You can't do 1 to 3. You have to do 1, 2, and 3. Reevaluate, clean house, then rejuvenate. That's the 3 things right there. So I rejuvenated. And that way I can continue to feel the way I'm feeling. Like I said, I just started back going to the gym. Of course, oh boy, we're not going to talk about the weight that I gained back, but it's okay. But now it's because I allow the stress to try to take over me. Life was life, and I just, to feel good, I said, oh, let me go get some ice cream. Ooh, there's a cake over there. Or some comfort food. I stopped exercising, and I started losing myself again. So now I'm back in since I did the evaluation again, and I did the cleaning house, now I'm rejuvenating now. So I'm back in the gym. And I don't care who don't go with me. I'm going by myself because these are my goals. These aren't anyone else's goals. These are my goals. Remember, if no one want to help with your goals, nobody should be helping with your goals. You should be helping with your own goals. So now I'm back in the gym. I'm doing my daily, what I have to do for the day, working, and because, once again, my job stresses me out, so I have to rejuvenate. Because I can't change that. The job is a job, so after work, I have to go straight to the gym to bring all this down. bring it all down. Because my head is spinning when I leave work. So I'm like, I got to go work out. Now I have to do it. It's like a norm. Like I got to do it. If I don't do it, I don't feel right. And that's how it was before when I was walking on the track. If I didn't go to the track, I had my time set every day, 10 o'clock every day. I need to be on that track. And you only walk for 1 hour. And all the weight just start to pull off. I rejuvenate now to keep my mind together. The weight come off. I'm not worried about the weight come off. It don't come off. I do need to lose some more weight. But right now, it's about my mental so it can connect with everything else. So I'm in the rejuvenation stage. And whatever, now I feel like I need to take me a little weekend trip. And soon, when I get my finances right, I'll try to take a 1-a-day trip or just do something for myself. You know, I don't care if I went to Atlantic City, walked the boardwalk, and got back on the bus and came back or drove up there and just walked, just to rejuvenate. Have some time for you. Do what you want to do that's good and positive. I'm not saying go drink, and I don't say go do that's not rejuvenating. And even if you did drink, maybe that's your niche. I don't know what it is, but I'm not encouraging anyone to drink or do drugs or anything like that. Whatever you do is your business. That's your niche. That's your niche. But it's just that I know what mine is. I know I like to dance. I haven't been dancing in a while. My thing is line dancing or whatever. I haven't been dancing in a while because I really haven't had the time. And that's something I will probably get back in. That's part of my rejuvenation. But I will get to that track before I do anything. I'm supposed to be out trying to work another job, and I'm like, I need to go to track first before I start doing something else. And I feel a lot better for me. Now I'm getting to the point where though I'm loving me. I'm starting to love me again. Yeah, I get down, but it doesn't get me as down as when certain situations happen. It just doesn't get me down because these decisions that I make are my own. And I have to stick with it. If I don't want to be bothered with somebody, I'm not going to do it. If I don't want somebody in my circle, I'm not going to do it. So I'm sticking with it. And I hope this has encouraged you guys. I hope this segment of reevaluate, clean house, and rejuvenate. So I hope that helps. Because I know it's some people going out there, they trying to figure out what to do, how to do it. The life is life, and they trying to hold on or however. Just see what you can change. That's all it is. That way you can get to the rejuvenation part. You can't get to the rejuvenation part. Rejuvenation is last. Like I said, you have to go into steps because it's not going to work. So you think that, okay, life is life and things are happening all bad. Okay, I'm going to go take a trip, and guess what? It's going to happen. You're going to come back, and that same situation is still going to be there. See, nobody ever say this. People always say, you go and take a trip and get away from it all and come back, and then you can deal with it. Okay. Why would I want to go take a trip and come back and deal with the same thing? So that means I'm not solving the issue. Reevaluate. Clean house. And clean house, not just removing people, it's just that if you're spending all your money at the swap meet or wherever, and then you hadn't paid the bill, stop going to the swap meet. Stop going. Or don't spend as much. Make sure you pay your bill first, because a lot of times we'll say, oh, we're going to go gamble. I don't gamble, but I play a little slots even there. The gambling's not my thing. But I know people that do gamble. And then they get upset when they lose all their money. Well, then you understand this is a take. It gives sometimes, but if your eyes are, I don't know how much they're going to give all the time. You're not going to have that glory all the time to win anything. But you have a bill to pay. Then you need the shoes and things before you even did that. That's what you have to understand. You got to clean house on yourself. Not with just other people removing them, but on yourself. Stop doing the things that you're doing, or try, because some things are addictive. I get that. But try to pull back slowly from the things, and you'll just start to see things change. Try to find another method. Okay, if you have to go to the casino, or you have to go to I call it the swap meet or whatever, whatever. If you got to go there, take care of your bill first. And then that means you'll have less to spend. At least if you come home with no money, you'll say, oh, well, I already paid my electric bill. I already paid my phone bill. So I'll just be broke for the next 2 weeks unless I can make extra money. So it's not a total loss. I'm not telling people, because everybody had a niche. I'm just saying rearrange it. Clean it up. So make sure you go in steps. Once again, reevaluate, clean house, and then rejuvenate. But it is so great to be back on here, and I'm definitely going to try to start putting out more videos again. I really don't want to keep making these videos very, very long. I'm going to try to keep them short and to the point, because I don't want you guys to have to be sitting on here. You know, if you guys want me to make it long, you can let me know that in the comments and things. If y'all want to hear more about what I'm talking about, or even if y'all have any ideas of what y'all want me to talk about, just let me know. I'm going to try to start getting back into it again as much as I can. I can't promise it's going to be all the time, because I do have a tough, tight schedule, and I'm going to try to stick to maybe Sundays and see if I can release a video every Sunday and see how that works. But if you don't see me, just still try to check and see if I put any more videos out, or set it where you can get alerts when I do. It's not that I don't want to do what I do, because I have a lot to share, and I would like to see if I can reach a lot of people and try to help someone that with the things I've been going through. So make sure you always check my channels. Like I'm on Facebook and YouTube. So, and both of them are Expressions Forever. And you'll see my past videos and things, and like the videos if you like them. That way I know that I'm on the right track. You know, you can subscribe if you want to, but my goal is just to try to put out videos to reach people that's going through something that may not know how to get out. But once again, everybody have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you.